My dear brother, Principal, Mr. Anthony Joseph, my little brother, Headmaster, Mr. Nagarajan, dear coordinators, all teaching staff members, non teaching staff members, parents, and my dear children. I wish you all a pleasant morning. I am extremely delighted to offer a felicitation on the occasion of the Children's Day program. I am sure Jawaharlal Nehru is a person who is very familiar to every child of India. As the great Prime Minister of India, he has done a lot of endeavors to bring up our country to the forefront of progress on par with the fast developing nations. He had been on the seat of the Prime Ministership for 17 years, from 1947 to 1964, during the period of which he had sought a lot of programs for the economic and the social welfare of our country. Lots of reservoirs, water dams, and major railway projects, all these things were completed during his tenure. During 1964, he paid a visit to Tamil Nadu and also came to a town called Kadalur. And I was fortunate to see him when he visited our school. In 1964, I was a student of grade 2, studying in a school called St. Joseph's, which he visited. And we were extremely honored to have a glimpse of this glorious personality. I was just 7 years old at that time, but still I remember the whole thing very fresh in my mind. He was a charismatic person. There is a word in English called charisma. It is spelled Charisma. Charisma is a very attractive personality. So he had attracted the attention of the world. I'm sure many of you would have read about Panchsheel. He was instrumental in drafting a policy called Panchsheel. Panch means 5. It was a doctrine which was drafted to bring two countries together in unity. He was the first person in the entire world to arrange for an agreement between two nations on mutual cooperation, mutual coexistence. This is the very word he used, mutual coexistence, which means you exist, I will also exist. Let us not disturb each other. So that is the principle which he highlighted through Panchsheel, which you have to learn as children. Many of you would like to win in your life, but some of you would like to win by defeating others. But we have come to a time where the entire scenario has to be seen from a different angle. Let me win. Let my opponent also win. So it is called win-win philosophy. I win, you win, both of us win together. So that was the kind of mentality with which Jawaharlal Nehru led the nation for 17 years. And thanks to all his efforts, today India is considered to be figuring among the top 17 countries in the world which are super developing countries. So the day is not far when our country is going to be called the super developed nation. November 14 is the birthday of this glorious person, which he wanted to be observed as Children's Day because he always had great love for children. Children used to call him Sacha Nehru, Uncle Nehru, and he used to love the company of children. I have read every evening he had arranged for bringing about 15 to 20 children to the Prime Minister's residence, and he used to have tea with them in the evening. So this was a kind of affection he showed because of the great faith in children. Today you are children. Tomorrow you are going to become adults. The whole country is going to be handed over to you. We all will become old and retire and withdraw, and you are going to lead the country. So from the lives of great people like this, we have to learn a lot. You might have read he was born in a very rich family. There is an expression said about him. He was born with a silver spoon. The expression he was born with a silver spoon means that he was born in an affluent family, a rich family. Even though he had been born in an affluent family, he did not bother to confine himself into the palatial residence of his in Allahabad. He stepped out of that, like how Gautama Buddha did, and came out to help the country, led the freedom struggle along with Jawaharlal Nehru, along with Mahatma Gandhi, and he proved to be one of the greatest martyrs of the world. And on this day, let us remember the sweet words which he always cherished. He had kept a small placard on his table, and that placard said, "I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep." These words had been taken from a great poet called Robert Frost, who wrote in a poem stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. And that poem ends with these words. The words are, "I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep." So let us remember that. Let us remember the promises we have to keep, and also the miles, long miles of journey we have to undertake in our life. I wish you all a very happy Children's Day. My special appreciation for the teachers who had made arrangement for this special program. Thanks a lot, every one of you.